Welcome back to Destination Percussion. Today we'll be talking about what I do to clean marimbas, specifically the frame, the resonators, and the bars of the instrument. Most of these tips can work on rosewood xylophones, vibraphones, and many other keyboard instruments in our percussion family. This is the first episode in our Musser M450 Mini Series. If you haven't watched the intro episode, I'll leave a link down in the description so that you can go check that out for the full context of this video. All the products we'll be using today will be linked down in the description. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing that I noticed was that the marimba, when it got out of the van, was super filthy. It was covered in dust and most of the metal parts had rusted up, probably because of the environment that this marimba lived in. I was not going to bring this into my house like this, so we stored it in my shop for the meantime. Before I could even clean the instrument, the first thing that I had to do was fix the low F sharp resonator. This was just dangling off the rail, and there were only a few screws holding it on. I went ahead and found some machine screws and tightened them up. Next, we'll dust the entire keyboard. I took an air nozzle from my air compressor and blew off the entire frame and the inside of the resonators. If you don't have one of these, you can use a vacuum or you can use some of those dusting cans. I highly recommend wearing a mask for this. You do not want to breathe all this stuff in. To finish off the resonators, we use some dusting spray. We'll be using this on the bars later. We'll talk a little bit more about it. This doesn't have any chemicals or anything in it, so this should work for our resonators pretty well. I also shoved a paper towel on the inside to get the gunk out. I did notice, however, the powder coating started to come off on the inside of the resonators. I'll show you an easy fix to make this look a little bit more presentable later on. As for the frame of the instrument, we're going to use some lemon oil, and there are two reasons for that. First reason is so that we can get all the dust off, obviously. But the second reason is we're going to be fixing all these scratches on the instrument, and this lemon oil makes it pop out a little bit more. There was even an auction number at the end of the frame of the instrument. This wiped off really easy with this lemon oil. As a disclaimer, you should only use this stuff on the wooden frame parts of the instrument. Do not try to use this stuff on the bars. It'll leave a waxy layer on the wood, and this could potentially affect the sound of your instrument. Last bit in this episode, we're going to be talking about the bars. To clean these, we're going to use that same dusting spray from earlier. You can get this on Amazon, it's super cheap. This stuff can be used on really any kind of bars that you have. Rosewood, aluminum vibe bars, steel glockenspiel bars, whatever you have. There's no wax or harmful chemicals in this stuff, it's water-based. Just apply it with a microfiber towel or a cotton cloth and you should be good to go. And that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you have any questions or any stories or anything like that, please leave them down in the comments. I'd love to read them and connect. In episode 2, we're going to be talking about how to make these bad boys right here. Take care, and I'll see you in episode 2. Peace out.